Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Nuff channel. In this video we're going to look at team lists for round 10 of the 2025 NRL season, as well as review Sportsdeck for round 9. So this will be a pretty quick video, massive day, and got to keep moving. But did want to do the team list video, mostly just to show off my Sportsdeck Dream Team result this week. So a 12.44, which was 12th best for the round. So there was some monster scores, but this was particularly juicy, and it's pushed me up just outside the top 50 overall, so top 2% overall. This is a good time in Dream Team. So we'll have a quick look at the team. Actually, I'll just go straight to the game day to look at the team to try and save a bit of time. So it was a high scoring match between myself and Shoab, Guns N' Roses. Shoab scored 11.98, which was the next highest. So we'll go through both teams real quick. So for myself, Cam McInnes with the 77, Nico Hines with the 67 was good in that first game. Iongi with the 38 was fine. Katoa, real great pod, 71. Nafahu White, Connor Watson scoring alright for the Roosters, but I had Metcalf ton up, had Kiraz ton up, and tons are hard to come by in this format. So to have two there was unreal, and I had Toya on the bench as well. So but even Preston 83, Captain Haas for an 80, Cleary 95. So it was pretty much everything went to plan. If I could have squeezed Toya and Egan into the team, would have been even better. But for Shoab, did play Toya in the flex, which is a great call. He's got Teddy for a 95. Big Tino went well. Tom Jenkins, nice one with an 83. So he's going to make some more cash. So yeah, probably the difference makers were just those couple of tons, I suppose. Although I guess did have one as well. So yeah, maybe like the Munster 33 and Pappy's 48 stung a bit there. Just quickly, for those that are interested, for break-evens this week, obviously some massive scores last week are going to affect the break-evens. So Tommy Jenkins has reset his, so well done if you held him, negative 18. Robert Derby still got one more good week of cash with a negative 37 break-even. Patia was a negative 12 on the bubble this week. King Togia with a 46 on debut was pretty good. So we get another free look this week, but we might be looking to bring him in next week. Charlie Staines for his first game of the year with the 64. A little bit more expensive, but wait a week before you commit. Savala on the buy, so again, there's some great options for next week. Bo Fermor, another big score for him. So well done if you got on there. Made 85k this week and still negative break even. Robbie Toy has reset his break even, so negative 2. Tedesco, I think, is a must next week. Negative 1 break even. 700's a lot to pay, but it is a 100k discount, and he is probably a keeper at wing fullback. Riley Smith with a 0 break even. For those that have him, he's going to make some bit of money as well. But I haven't really planned the trades this week. I guess we do have the Roosters guys on bye, so we will have to sort of find a couple of bits of cover. We've got Nicholson and probably Egan could come in. I guess we might have to trade out Preston depending on how the judiciary goes tonight. That'll probably be the move. But again, I'll have a think about that before committing. As I said, super busy at the moment. But team lists have already dropped, so let's get stuck in. A couple of nice looking pictures there, particularly for me as a Jaden Campbell holder in Supercoach. But Eels and Dolphins, just having a quick look through. Nothing particularly stands out from the Eels and the Dolphins. Tom Gilbert named in the 13 is nice. I've got him in fantasy, so happy days there. But I think that's about it. Oh, no, Marshall King, so Kurt Donahue named to start in the 9. Knights and Titans, so for the Knights, don't know, looks very same as usual. Yeah, I don't think there's too much there. But the big news, Jaden Campbell back at halfback. Um, yeah, David Fafita out with an ankle injury indefinitely. They may have to go back and fix up the previous surgery. So I guess Cleese Haas might have a bit more security there on the edge potentially. Rabbitohs Broncos. So Latrell back. Bentley Hape on the wing. Jaden Humphries back in the 7 is massive. Probably one to wait for after the round 12 bye, I'd reckon, if you did want to get back on Jamie. The forward pack, so no Mamazelis, Sevilla Havili in the 9 jumper, and Jai Gray on the bench. So could be some big minutes there for Havili, unless Gray comes on and maybe Sullivan or even Humphries could go to 9. So that'd be an interesting watch actually. For the Broncos, can't imagine too many changes. Doesn't look like it. Maybe Fletcher Baker on the bench. Is that new? Probably. Yeah, so Ezra Mam returns through Queensland Cup, so keep an eye out there. Raiders Dogs. So for the Raiders, I can't imagine too many changes given how well they're going. And for the Dogs, so Burton back, which is nice. They've named Preston, but just having a look at their setup, I'd imagine, yeah, probably looking at that, I'd imagine it'd be Harry Hayes goes on the edge, or it could be Salmon slides out and Mann goes into the 13, something like that. And then probably Taff would just come in as a bit of utility cover that Haywood would probably become more of a middle forward. So not too much to report just yet, but could change tomorrow. Dragons Warriors. Saw Gutho there, I guess. But looks the same. King Tonga gets another game. Egan and Stewart in the starting lineup. Oh, so Pasifiki Tonga gets a debut on the bench. Fantastic. So, don't know if we go him in fantasy, but definitely one to keep an eye on for Supercoach and Dream Team in a couple of weeks. Nice little downgrade option in the front row. And for the Warriors, so Capewell named back in the centres. DWZ named on the wing, which is good signs. Um, Sam Healy, don't know if he played last week, but must have done because he's not in. But RTS on the bench as well, so there could be some late shuffling around there. Um, yeah, so RTS a chance. Oh, Rocco Berry's out, so could be Capewell, could be RTS. So that's another late mail watch. Cowboys, Panthers. Cowboys look pretty much as usual. Oh, Ruben Cotter's out, that's right. So Sam McIntyre in the 13. And for the Panthers, I think that is the same. Oh, Mav Geyer out, who's on the bench. Um, Tom Jenkins on the interchange. Oh, Mitch Kenny back in as well. So maybe a couple of little tweaks there, but maybe nothing too super coach relevant. Storm Tigers. So the Storm looks the same as last week. And the Tigers also, yeah, looks the same. So that's easy. Same. Seagulls, Sharks. So no, that looks the same. I was looking at the Sharks first. Probably should do the Seagulls first, but Jazz Tavanga in the 13. Jake Simpkin back in the 9. I think is the change. So Jake Travojevic back, but starting in the front row, and still no Teague Wilton. So Billy Burns gets another week, which is nice. Oh, there we go. Cool. So I guess a couple of big names. So Campbell and Humphries, probably the big two relevant ones back in this week. Um, And yeah, I think other than that, it's not nothing too crazy. So I did say this was going to be a quick one. That is super quick. Um, yeah, so maybe in terms of this, we might have to see if we can get Jaden Campbell back in the wing fullback spot. Don't know how we're going to go. We've got 219k, so it could be something like that. But we'll do that off camera, and I'll do that at a later time. So if you do have any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to get in below this video. Give us a like if you enjoy the team lists or the Dream Team content, just NRL in general. Subscribe for all the fantasy sports content on the channel. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.